Hi, friends. Today you are going to take an exciting erudition test. Will you be able to answer 20 questions from different spheres: science, history, art, and even nature? Let's see who of you is a real polymath. Turn on logic, remember everything you know, and forward to new knowledge and interesting discoveries. And to not miss such cool challenges, subscribe to our channel. Let's go. Which of these artists is best known for his sun paintings? Vincent van Gogh, Pablo Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt van Rijn. Vincent van Gogh is known for his sunny paintings such as Fields Under Yellow Skies and Sunflowers. He used bright colors and a special technique to convey the light and warmth of the sun on his canvases. What is the shape of a skinny tie? Wide and short, narrow and straight, bow tie. Not correct. A skinny tie is shaped like a narrow and straight band. Who wrote the musical composition In the Cave of the Mountain King? Jan Sibelius, Richard Wagner, Edward Grieg, Georg Handel. Edward Grieg, a 19th-century Norwegian composer, wrote the musical composition In the Cave of the Mountain King in 1867. This piece is part of his Lyrical Pieces piano cycle, which includes many miniature works inspired by Norwegian nature and folk motifs. In the Cave of the Mountain King is known for its mystical atmosphere and its use of melodies that have come to symbolize the native nature and folklore of Norway. Which of these animals has the keenest sense of smell? Lion, dog, cat, elephant. Dogs have over 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses, making them one of the world's most outstanding smellers. They can detect odors over vast distances and are used in a variety of applications including search and rescue, hunting, and even diagnosing diseases. Which organ of the human body is responsible for filtering blood? Liver, kidneys, stomach, spleen. Despite their small size, the kidneys play an important role in the human body. Their main job is the continuous filtration of blood, so they are often associated with the concept of second heart. In a day, about 200 liters of blood passes through the kidneys, where it is cleansed of toxins and unnecessary substances. From what Latin word does the name Australia come from? Huge, southern, opposite, warm. The name Australia comes from the Latin word australis, which translates to southern. Which chemical is responsible for the color of blood in humans? Hemoglobin, melatonin, insulin, chlorophyll. Hemoglobin is a protein found in red blood cells that is responsible for transporting oxygen from the lungs to tissues and organs, as well as transporting carbon dioxide back to the lungs for removal from the body. Hemoglobin also gives blood its red color, making it easily distinguishable from other body fluids. What did Columbus discover on his first expedition? America, Antilles, Martinique Island, Australia. Columbus discovered America on his first expedition. In 1492, he reached the Bahamas and then the island of San Salvador, which was the beginning of Spanish discovery and colonization of the Americas. Which animal is the symbol of the year according to the Chinese calendar in 2024? Horse, rat, monkey, dragon. The symbol of the year 2024 according to the Eastern calendar is the Greenwood dragon. Which tower has been falling for more than 800 years? Eiffel Tower, Pisa Tower, Macau Tower, Ostankino Tower. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is known for its tilting, which began shortly after construction began in 1173 due to unstable ground beneath the foundations. What is watermelon? Fruit, vegetable, berry, root. In terms of botanical characteristics, watermelon is a false berry. The presence of a cork layer in the bark makes it so. Which of the following planets has no natural satellites? Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Neptune. Venus is the only planet in the solar system that has no natural satellites. In what year were the Olympic Games held in Moscow? In 1990, in 1980, in 1976, in 1984. The Olympic Games in Moscow took place in 1980. These games were the 22nd Summer Olympics and the first to be held in Eastern Europe. The Soviet Union was chosen to host the Games, and the event was the biggest sporting event of the time. New records were set during the Games, including the number of participants and participating countries. What substance is found in the cell membranes of fungi and the outer skeleton of insects? Chlorophyll, biotin, chitin, claritin. Chitin is a biopolymer that is a major component of the cell membranes of fungi and the outer skeleton of insects. It provides rigidity and protection as well as resistance to water. Who wrote the work Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone? John Tolkien, Joanne Rowling, Stephen King, George Martin. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was written by British author Joanne Rowling. It is the first book in the Harry Potter series and has become a huge worldwide literary and cultural phenomenon. In which constellation is Polaris located? Big Dipper, Pegasus, Little Dipper, Andromeda. Polaris is in the constellation of the Little Dipper. It is a bright star that is known for its special position near the Earth's North Pole. Since ancient times, it has been used for navigation as it points northward. The Little Dipper consists of several prominent stars that form a distinctive shape that is easily recognizable in the night sky. Which of these writers wrote the novel The Quiet Dawn? Mikhail Sholokhov, Boris Pasternak, Ivan Bunin, Alexander Solzhenitsyn. The Quiet Dawn is a famous novel by Mikhail Sholokhov that tells the story of a Cossack family during World War I and the Russian Civil War. What is the scientific study of mankind's past by the material traces left behind called? Ethnography, genealogy, archaeology, anthropology. The scientific study of humanity's past through the material traces left behind is called archaeology. Archaeology studies artifacts, remains, and other material traces to understand human history, culture, lifestyle, and development over time. Who was the first man in space? Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong, John Glenn, Alexei Leonov. Yuri Gagarin's flight into space lasted only 108 minutes, but this feat made him a national and international hero and a symbol of success for Soviet cosmonautics. Which of these scientists formulated the theory of relativity? Nikola Tesla, Isaac Newton, Albert Einstein, Charles Darwin. Albert Einstein formulated in 1905 the special theory of relativity and in 1915 the general theory of relativity. Here's the finish line. We hope you enjoyed testing your knowledge. Was it hot? To not miss new cool tests and facts, click subscribe. There are many more interesting things to come.